Ever get that feeling like you're capable of way more, but
Mhm.
something's holding you back?
Yeah,
Kind of stuck, but can't figure out why.
absolutely.
Well, today's deep dive might have the answer.
Okay.
We're going deep into Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz.
Oh, cool.
All about the power of self-image and how it shapes reality.
It's,
And get this.
yeah,
Maltz was a plastic surgeon.
fascinating. Right. He noticed something really interesting.
Oh,
Patients would get these physical transformations they wanted,
okay.
but they didn't always get the happiness they expected.
So, like, they changed on the outside, but
Mhm.
inside they were still...
Like they were working with an outdated mental blueprint.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
So it's not enough to change just our appearance.
Right.
We need to upgrade our internal software, too.
Exactly.
Tell me more about this mental blueprint.
Okay, so imagine you're building a house.
Right?
You wouldn't just start without a detailed blueprint.
Right, of course not.
Our minds work in a similar way.
Okay,
Our self-image is like this blueprint that guides our actions and beliefs.
I see.
It's formed by our experiences,
Okay.
the stories we tell ourselves, and even those negative beliefs we pick up along the way.
Oh, hold on. Negative beliefs?
Uh-huh.
You mean like that voice that says you're not good enough?
Yes.
Or you'll never achieve your dreams?
Exactly.
Sounds like that blueprint needs a serious renovation.
That's where Psycho-Cybernetics comes in.
Okay.
It gives us the tools to identify those faulty blueprints and toss them out.
Okay.
Design a new one aligned with the life we want.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're not just passengers, we're
Right.
the architects. That's empowering.
It is.
So how do we start redesigning?
Well, first,
Yeah.
we need to understand how this mental blueprint works.
Okay.
The self-image.
Uh-huh.
One of the most fascinating things Maltz introduces
Yeah.
is the automatic success mechanism.
The ASM.
Yes, your ASM.
Okay. Sounds intriguing, but a little technical.
Think of it like your internal GPS,
Okay.
guiding you towards your goals.
All right.
But it doesn't know the difference between what you want
Mm-hmm.
and what you fear.
Oh.
So if you're constantly focusing on negative thoughts and doubts,
Yeah.
guess where it takes you?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So all those times I stressed about things going wrong, I was programming my ASM for failure.
It's not your fault. We often don't realize how this works.
I see.
But the good news is,
Yeah.
once you understand the power of your ASM,
Uh-huh.
you can program it for success.
I am all ears. How do we give it a positive destination?
That's where visualization comes in.
Okay.
I'm not talking about just daydreaming.
Okay.
It's actively creating mental images of yourself,
No.
achieving your goals.
Right.
Imagine it,
Mm.
feel it,
Yeah.
experience it as if it's happening.
So like when athletes visualize crossing the finish line,
Yes, exactly.
I've heard of that, but I always thought it was a little
Yeah. It might sound that way,
Okay.
but there's real science behind it.
Jerry.
Your subconscious mind can't tell the difference.
Between...
A real experience and a vividly imagined one.
Wow.
So by repeatedly visualizing success,
Yeah.
you're training your ASM to seek out those outcomes.
So I can trick my mind into achieving my goals.
You're getting it.
This is starting to feel less like self-help
Mm-mm.
and more like a superpower.
It's harnessing the incredible power of your mind
Okay.
to shape your reality.
All right, so visualization is key.
Yes.
But what about when past experiences hold us back?
That's a great question.
You know those old failures or negative feedback that just keep replaying?
That's something we all struggle with.
Yeah.
Maltz has a great solution for that.
Okay, what is it?
Reframing.
Reframing.
He encourages us to challenge those negative beliefs.
Yeah.
Are they really valid or just old stories we tell ourselves?
So it's like looking at those old blueprints and seeing which need to be tossed. But how do we actually do that?
It starts with awareness.
Okay.
Pay attention to how you talk to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
When you catch yourself dwelling on a negative thought,
Yeah.
stop and ask yourself,
Mm-hmm.
is this belief serving me?
Okay.
Is it even true?
Wow, I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
It's like we have the power to edit those old chapters in our story.
You are the author of your own narrative.
Yeah.
You have the power to choose which stories you believe.
Okay. This is all starting to click.
Good.
We can reprogram our ASM with visualization.
Yes.
We can reframe those negative beliefs. But is there anything else we can do
Well,
to make this mental makeover stick?
yes. There is one more crucial piece.
Oh, what is it?
Relaxation.
Relaxation.
Yes.
I thought we were talking about achieving goals,
Yeah,
not taking a nap.
I hear you.
Okay.
But relaxation isn't about being lazy.
So then what is it about?
It's about creating a calm state of mind.
Okay.
Think of it like preparing the soil before planting a seed.
Okay.
You wouldn't throw a seed on hard ground and expect it to grow right.
Right.
You would till the soil,
Yeah.
remove obstacles, create a fertile environment.
And that's what relaxation does
Yes.
for the mind.
Exactly.
So relaxation helps our minds become more
Perceptive.
to the new positive blueprints.
Yes.
I see the connection.
Good.
This is all making so much sense.
Great.
So we have the self-image,
Mm-hmm.
the ASM visualization, reframing, and
Yes.
relaxation.
It's a lot,
It is a lot.
but it all works together.
But what about failure?
Oh, that's important.
I mean, it's inevitable, right?
Yes, it is.
We all stumble and fall on the way.
Of course.
How does Psycho-Cybernetics address that?
You've hit on a crucial point.
Okay.
Maltz has a really interesting take on failure.
Oh.
He doesn't see it as the opposite of success.
What?
He sees it as valuable feedback.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
You're telling me to embrace failure.
Think of it this way. Successful people aren't those who never fail.
Mm-hmm.
They're the ones who learn from it
Oh.
and keep going.
Okay.
Maltz calls this the do-it-now philosophy.
Do it now.
Yeah.
So, like, stop overthinking and just take action.
Exactly.
Okay.
Don't let fear paralyze you.
Got it.
Take action.
Mm-hmm.
Learn
Yeah.
and adjust.
Yeah.
It's all part of the process.
I like that.
Yeah.
So it's not about avoiding failure. It's
Yeah.
about using it
To learn.
to learn and move forward.
Yes.
I love that perspective.
I know. It's powerful.
It takes so much pressure off.
Absolutely.
And that's what's so great about Psycho-Cybernetics. It gives us a practical framework
Yes.
for understanding how our minds work,
Right.
then gives us tools to take control.
Exactly.
So far we covered a lot.
We.
Self-image is a blueprint.
Mm-hmm.
The ASM guiding us like a GPS
Yeah.
visualization as a programming tool. Reframing negative beliefs.
Yes.
And the importance of relaxation.
It's a lot to digest.
It is, but it all connects.
But I have to ask,
Yeah.
where does relaxation fit in?
Okay.
How do we make time for it when we're trying to achieve our goals?
That's where Maltz introduces this concept of synthetic relaxation.
Synthetic relaxation.
It's not about lounging by the pool.
Okay.
It's about consciously choosing to shift your mental state.
So we're not just waiting for it to happen.
Right.
We're creating it.
Exactly.
I
It's like hitting the pause button on all that mental chatter
Nice.
and creating a space for your ASM
Yeah.
to receive those positive images and beliefs you've been working on.
So we're clearing out the clutter,
Yes.
planting those positive seeds,
Through visualization.
then using relaxation to help them grow.
You got it.
This is sounding like a very different way of approaching life.
It is.
Less about striving and forcing, more about understanding our minds
in working with them.
to achieve our goals.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm starting to feel a shift in my own thinking.
That's great. But let's get practical.
Okay.
How do we actually cultivate this synthetic relaxation?
Yeah.
Are we talking meditation, deep breathing, spa days?
There are lots of paths to relaxation.
Okay.
Some people find it in nature, others in quiet contemplation.
I see.
Experiment and find what works for you.
So finding what resonates with us.
Yeah,
Creating a personalized toolkit.
exactly.
I like that.
And don't be afraid to get creative.
Okay.
Maybe it's listening to music,
Uh-huh.
taking a bath,
Yeah.
or just focusing on your breath
The key is
to make it a regular practice.
consistency is key.
Yes.
It's not about perfect zen,
Right,
but incorporating these practices into our lives.
precisely.
Okay.
And here's a tip from Maltz.
What's that?
Combine relaxation with visualization. Imagine your goals in that relaxed state.
Interesting.
It's like giving those images a VIP pass to your subconscious.
Wow, I never thought of it that way.
It's powerful.
We're creating a direct line to our ASM.
Bypassing all the noise and resistance.
Yeah.
And the more you practice,
Yeah.
the more natural it becomes.
Like building a muscle.
Yes.
Okay. I'm feeling inspired.
Good.
But let's talk about those negative beliefs again. We can reframe them.
Yeah.
But what if they keep popping up?
Like weeds.
Yes, like stubborn weeds.
That's something we all face.
Okay.
Those beliefs often come from past experiences,
Mm-hmm.
especially childhood.
Yeah.
They can be deeply rooted.
So it's like those old blueprints were drawn up by someone else
It can feel that way,
and we're stuck with them.
but you're not powerless.
Okay.
You have the authority to examine those blueprints
Yeah.
and decide which ones no longer serve you.
Okay.
It takes effort,
Mm-hmm.
but you can rewrite those old stories.
So not erasing the past,
Right.
but reinterpreting it.
Yes.
Choosing a new perspective.
One that empowers you.
I like that.
Good. It's about becoming aware of those negative patterns,
Oh.
then consciously choosing a different narrative.
It takes practice.
It does.
Don't get discouraged if they come back.
Just gently redirect your thoughts.
To the positive images and affirmations.
Exactly.
This is starting to feel so empowering.
I know it is.
It's like taking back control of our minds.
That's the essence of Psycho-Cybernetics.
Yeah.
Understanding you're not a finished product.
Mm-hmm.
You're a work in progress.
Okay.
You have the power to shape that evolution.
So instead of feeling trapped
Yes.
by our past or circumstances,
Mm-hmm.
we can see ourselves as the architects.
Of your own future.
That's a game changer.
It is.
And that brings us back to the ASM,
Yes.
our automatic success mechanism.
It's constantly working, guiding us.
Towards our goals.
The key is to program it with the right destination.
Exactly.
We got to be mindful of what we're feeding it.
Yes.
No more junk food thoughts.
Yeah.
But seriously, how do we make sure it's getting a healthy diet?
Start with setting clear goals.
Clear goals.
Don't be vague.
Okay. Be specific about what you want.
So instead of, I want to be more successful,
Right.
we define what success means.
What does it look like?
Yeah.
Feel like?
And a picture.
In your mind,
Mm-hmm.
engage your senses.
What do I,
What do you see, hear, smell, taste, feel?
when I achieve this goal,
Yes.
it's like we're creating a movie,
And your ASM is the director.
bringing it to life.
Exactly.
The more detailed the visualization,
Yeah.
the more powerful the impact.
The more emotionally charged.
Right.
The better.
This is making so much sense.
Good.
But how often should we be visualizing?
Consistency is key.
Okay.
There's no magic formula.
Sure.
Some visualize first thing in the morning,
Okay.
last thing at night.
Mm-hmm.
Others do short bursts throughout the day.
So find a rhythm that fits
Yes.
our lifestyle.
Exactly.
Okay.
And here's another tip.
I'm listening.
Don't just visualize the outcome.
Okay.
Visualize the process.
What do you mean?
Break down your goal into smaller steps.
Right.
Imagine yourself successfully doing each one.
So instead of getting overwhelmed by the big goal,
Right.
we break it down
Into smaller pieces.
and visualize each milestone.
It's like a roadmap to success.
I love that.
And remember,
Yeah.
this isn't just dreaming.
Okay.
It's about taking action.
So visualization is fuel,
Yes.
not an excuse to sit back and wait.
You got it.
Visualization and action.
Powerful combination.
This is all feeling very empowering.
It is.
But let's be honest. Life throws curveballs,
It does.
unexpected challenges,
Yes.
setbacks, even failures.
Those are inevitable.
How does Psycho-Cybernetics help us with that?
That's where Maltz's view on failure comes in.
Okay.
Remember, he doesn't see it as the opposite of success.
But as feedback.
Exactly.
Okay, we talked about this earlier,
We did.
but I'm still wrapping my head around it.
It's a new way of thinking.
How can we see failure as a good thing?
Every time you stumble,
Yeah.
you're gaining information. You're learning what works.
And what doesn't?
Exactly.
So instead of getting discouraged,
Yeah.
we should see setbacks as opportunities
To course correct.
to refine our approach.
Yes,
This is a very different definition of success.
it is.
It's not about avoiding failure,
Right.
but embracing it as part of the journey.
That's the beauty of it.
It takes the pressure off,
Absolutely.
allows us to experiment,
Yes.
take risks, learn and grow.
Without the fear holding you back.
Okay, this is starting to click.
Good.
We can reprogram our ASM,
Uh-huh.
reframe negative beliefs,
Mm-hmm.
cultivate relaxation,
Yes.
and embrace failure as feedback.
It's a powerful combination.
It's a completely new way of thinking.
It is.
But let's get practical.
Okay.
How do we incorporate these principles into our lives?
That's a great question.
Where do we begin?
And one we'll explore in more depth in a moment.
Okay, so we're picking up where we left off.
Yeah.
Talking about how to practically apply the principles
From Psycho-Cybernetics.
of Psycho-Cybernetics, yeah,
Right.
to our everyday lives.
It all starts with you.
Okay.
Picking one area where you want change.
All right, so like my career,
Could be.
my relationships,
Yeah.
maybe even just my self-worth.
Any of those.
So start with a specific goal,
Right.
then what?
Then look at your current self-image in that area.
So like what do I even believe about myself when it comes to, say, my career?
Exactly.
Both positive and negative,
Both.
because that's the blueprint
Yes, your self-image is the blueprint
for my reality.
for your reality.
If I want change the outcome.
You got to update the blueprint.
So it's like taking stock of my
Yeah.
mental furniture.
What to keep, what to toss, what to bring in.
Okay. I like that analogy.
And that's where reframing comes in.
Okay, reframing those negative beliefs.
Are they really true?
Or are they just those old stories?
The ones you've been telling yourself.
Like, I'm not good enough, or
No.
I'll never reach my dreams.
It's time to get rid of those
Evict those negative tenants.
from your mental space.
Okay, I love that.
Then you make space for the new stuff.
Empowering beliefs.
That's where visualization comes in.
All right, so I'm picturing myself achieving that goal.
Make it as real as you can.
Engaging all my senses.
What do you see, hear, smell, taste, feel?
Wow. Yeah, okay.
The more real it feels.
The more powerful it is.
Exactly.
So we're decluttering, reframing, visualizing.
Yeah.
Don't forget relaxation.
Relaxation is key.
How do I fit that into my routine?
Find what works for you.
Meditation,
Could be
deep breathing, nature, music.
any of those.
It's about finding that fertile ground.
For those new beliefs to take root,
Even a few minutes can help.
even a few minutes
Can make a difference.
to shift your mental state.
Okay, that feels doable.
Good.
But what about when things go wrong?
Life happens.
Setbacks, failures, curveballs.
That's where Maltz's view on failure is so helpful.
He says it's not the opposite of success.
But feedback
Right. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that.
is a big shift.
How can I see failing as a good thing?
It's about learning.
Yeah.
Every time you stumble, you learn something.
What works and what doesn't.
Exactly.
So I should look at setbacks as
Opportunities
to course
to
correct.
try a new approach.
Instead of getting discouraged,
Right.
that's a whole new definition of success.
It is.
It's not about being perfect
It's about learning from your experience.
and using that to move forward.
Exactly.
This is really starting to click for me.
I'm glad to hear that.
It takes the pressure off
It does.
and it lets me focus on the process.
The journey.
Yeah, the journey,
I
not
get it.
just the destination.
That's what it's all about.
My mind is officially blown.
I bet.
We covered so much in this deep dive.
It's a lot to take in.
I'm feeling inspired.
Good.
But where do we even start?
Start small.
Small.
Pick one area
Okay.
where you want to see change.
Like one specific thing.
Yeah. Could be your career,
Okay.
relationships,
Sure.
your self-worth.
All right, so one goal.
Then examine your self-image in that area.
Okay, so like, what do I believe about myself when
Exactly.
it comes to this goal?
Both positive
Yeah.
and negative.
Okay, both sides.
Because that's the blueprint
Right, self-image is the blueprint.
for your reality.
Let's go with it.
So to change the outcome,
Gotta update the blueprint.
it's like taking inventory of my
Yeah.
mental furniture.
What to keep,
What to toss.
what new stuff to bring in.
I love that.
That's where reframing comes in.
Challenge those negative beliefs.
Are they really true?
Or just stories I tell myself.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not good enough.
That one comes up a lot.
I'll never achieve my dreams.
Time to get rid of those.
Evict those negative tenets
Yes, make space for the new.
for the empowering beliefs.
That's where visualization comes in.
Okay, so I'm picturing myself achieving that goal,
As vividly as you can.
engaging all my senses.
What do you see, hear, feel?
Smell, taste?
All of it.
Okay, wow.
The more real it feels, the better.
Got it.
Don't forget relaxation.
Right. Relaxation.
Find what works for you.
Could be.
Deep breathing, nature music.
Anything that helps you relax.
It's about creating that fertile ground.
For the new beliefs to take root,
Can even a few minutes help
even a few minutes can make a difference.
to shift my mental state?
Exactly.
That feels doable.
Good.
But what about when things don't go as planned?
When life throws you a
The
curveball.
setbacks, the failures.
Remember Maltz's view on failure?
He says it's not the opposite of success.
But feedback.
Right. But how do I actually see failing as a good thing?
Think of it as learning.
Okay.
Every time you stumble, you learn something new.
About what works and what doesn't.
Exactly.
So I should look at setbacks as opportunities
To adjust your approach.
to try something new.
Instead of getting discouraged.
This is a whole new definition of success.
It is.
It's not about avoiding failure
It's about embracing it.
as part of the journey.
That's what Psycho-Cybernetics is all about.
It takes the pressure off.
And allows you to focus on growth.
This has been incredible.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I feel like I have a whole new toolkit.
Use it wisely.
But as we wrap up,
Yeah.
I want to leave our listener with a challenge.
Okay, I like it.
If you could redesign your mental blueprint,
Hmm.
what would you change?
What would you get rid of?
What goals would you set for yourself?
It's a powerful question.
It reminds us we're not stuck.
With the old blueprints,
Or the old stories.
we can choose a new narrative.
Rewrite our stories.
Create a reality we truly desire.
To our listener, we say this.
What's that?
Embrace the power of your mind.
Yes,
Dare to dream big.
absolutely.
Challenge those limiting beliefs.
You got this.
Tap into the magic of visualization.
It's there.
Cultivate relaxation.
Find your peace.
And remember,
What's that?
the journey of 1,000 miles
Mm-hmm.
starts with a single step.
And that step.
Starts in your mind.